won't you come? You really should come here.
We're at Layer 01.
Serial Experiments Lain. Let's talk about some anime. Serial Experiments Lain came out in the late 90s, early 2000s. It was only 13 episode anime. And it is available here and there. YouTube has the dub. The Internet Archive also has it, as well as Crunchyroll and some other places. So you can definitely watch this anime. I would advise, though, do not allow your children to watch it. There are some sensitive topics that start out in the very first episode. So I would consider this an adult anime. I won't be showing any clips of that here. Okay. But I want to talk about it. I've been wanting to talk about this anime for a while. It's thought-provoking. Like I say, definitely an adult anime, and deals with topics that, if anything, are more the anime's current. I mean, yeah, there's some stuff that's dated. Like, for example, there's a scene in the first episode where Lain's father is putting together multiple monitors, and he's got these big boxy monitors that we all had 30 years ago.
You know that Navi? In my room? It's old now. Do you think that I could...
So finally caught the computer bug, have you? Lain, you are in junior high now already. Your school chums must be leaving you in the technical dust. Huh? Well, you should upgrade that old Navi. You know, Lain, in the real world, or the wired world, people are connected somehow. That's how societies are created. You should broaden your horizons. Make an effort to create friends.
And so that kind of dates it. And throughout the series, you hear a hum in the background. And it's from like the phone lines and the power lines. And they'll do a shot of those lines, and it's like it's hum. And it's a slow anime. You have to really want to watch this series, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. It makes you think, and I think it's a good thing that it's slow. It's not an easy anime to grasp. If you're used to like stuff like Chainsaw Man or One Piece, this isn't that. It's not even close. This is such a good anime. I mean, I'm just, it really is. I enjoyed it when it came out, and it's an avant-garde cyberpunk. It has, I mean, weirdly, I went back and watched some episodes before I did this because I wanted to remind myself about it. It really has some foresight. I mean, it touches upon things that are happening today, and this was almost 30 years ago. Has a dense philosophical narrative, and it remains, to me, one of the most intellectually demanding yet rewarding entries in anime. At the time, I remember this anime was really, people loved it because of its world building, and it does do that. It predicts social and psychological impact of basically a hyper connected world, long before we had the fast internet we do now. Back then, I remember we had AOL, we had MySpace, and Netscape. That's the time that this thing was produced. It's haunting. It's very minimalistic. Even the animation in it is at times very minimalistic. The soundtrack is really well done, and as a matter of fact, the intro is one of the best intros in anime. The narrative's refusal to handhold you. It does not handhold you. You've got to figure this out. That's why I'm saying it's a good thing this thing is slow, because it requires some thought. And the way the story is structured is not going from A to B to C. You jump around. It's not a linear story.
Miss Iwakura?
Critically, and I looked back at some old articles and stuff, this show was described as confounding and lifeless, due to the dialogue being, there was not a lot of dialogue compared to other anime, and its nonlinear structure. It's experimental. It prioritizes abstract over traditional character development. And, some people aren't going to like this. It's going to be off putting because it if you're seeking a straightforward emotional arc, like in some TV shows or movies, it's not here. And it can feel meandering at times, but it's a good show if you in it for the long haul. It really is. When it first came out, it enjoyed moderate success in Japan, and it became a classic over time. It exploded internationally, and people still talk about it. There's a guy on YouTube who has the intro, just the intro part with the music, on YouTube, and it's had more than 5 million views. I mean, it's crazy. And it really is. This is an essential anime for people who really are into anime. And it won, and I was surprised to find this out, it won the Excellence Prize at the 1998 Japan Media Arts Festival. Didn't know that. Uh, so, it, personally, I feel like this was a pioneering anime. It really made you think. You know, you had to pay attention. And later works that came after it, and Ergo Proxy. And I've watched Ergo Proxy a couple of times. It really, there are bits of that anime that I can tell were influenced by Lain. And I'm not never been sure how to pronounce this anime. Technolize. Technolize is another one I really enjoyed. Again, influenced by Lain, I think. It's just so good, and I wish, you know, if you're into exploring transhumanism, collective consciousness. I know, this is heavy for an anime. It gets into that. It gets into that just a little bit. It's only 13 episodes, okay? And they're about half an hour per episode. It's worth watching. I encourage you to check out Serial Experiments Lain. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll try to do something a little lighter on my next video review. And folks, I appreciate it. Have a great weekend. We'll catch you again later.